with your boy. With your boy. Fuck with your boy.
.081 Solid Gang / Smut Gang or SG, is a set that falls under the Four Corner Hustlers set. They are located on 81st and Luella in South Shore, Chicago. The gang is an African-American gang who partake in criminal activities such as gun and drug trafficking, robbery, and murder. Ages range from 13 to 21 years old. Problems arise. SG would focus on making money in the streets by selling drugs. They would get into little scuffles with another gang known as Merrilltown Gangsters, also known as MTG. One day, a group of MTG members got into it with a member of SG, Cortez Tez Shields. Tez would call for help and some SG members came to assist Tez. The two groups fought it out for. After more dissing and a couple more fights, the two crews' beef would eventually die down due to MTG disbanding. They would also lose a prominent member, Tysky, who would die due to an overdose. Joining the music industry. OG of Solid Gang, SGB Sav, would drop his first song, Let's Play Ball. The song would slightly gain fame and popularity, earning 80K views on YouTube and other platforms. The death of Romo. A loved member of Solid Gang, Romo, would be the first death for the gang, and it was all over a misunderstanding. No Limit members were on live when they heard the news that one of their members had gotten killed. Someone in the comments said that SG was responsible for the hit, and without questioning SG, they acted first. Members of No Limit took a trip to SG's hood, and came from the back of the houses, shooting at the crowd. The crew had a feeling No Limit would slide through, so they set up a couple defenses around their house. Others were able to run back inside, but sadly, Romo would get shot. He would later succumb to his injuries at the hospital. Even though the younger members of SG would seeking for revenge, they were too small to be able to afford a war with No Limit. The leader spoke on the incident, and No Limit offered to pay $20,000 in reparations for the misunderstanding. The war against KTS. The younger generation of SG, Smut Gang would start to cause problems in the streets. 13-year-old, Baby Dre, would steal a gun from KTS, which obviously be a big deal. A group of KTS members would take a trip to SG's hood in hopes of finding Baby Dre. They approached the group of SG members and asked if they knew the whereabouts of Baby Dre. They all said that he wasn't there and that they never heard of him, and the group drove off. Days later, Baby Dre and other members would post a picture on social media holding the gun he took from KTS. The two crews would diss each other on social media. It didn't take long for guns to get involved. Members of SG would take a trip to KTS block and strike first. They would shoot up their house, hitting a couple members of KTS. One day, two members of SG would be driving after school when they spotted a known member of KTS known as Lil Todd. They would waste no time, jumping out and killing him in broad daylight. They would escape the scene, leaving Lil Todd dead.